I am Professor Michael Scoullos, and I would like to welcome you all in this second phase of the Asterousia Hybrid University of the period 2025-2026, which is the 11th actually edition of this hybrid university. This is co-organized by the UNESCO Regional Bureau for Science and Culture in Europe, the region of Crete, the Heraklion Development Agency, the Association of the Protection of Asterousia, my UNESCO chair and network on sustainable development management and education of the University of Athens, the Greek committee of the MAB UNESCO program, and the MEDIS, the Mediterranean Information Office for Environment, Culture and Sustainable Development, MIO, which is the major Mediterranean federation of NGOs on environment, cultural heritage and sustainable development, and the MEDIS, the Mediterranean Educational Initiative for Environment Sustainability, as well as the Mediterranean Committee on Education for Sustainable Development. All these actors collaborate for many years for these universities. And as you know, the hybrid university has a first phase that ran this year in the area of Asterousia during the summer and autumn actually. And the second phase now online runs from the 19th of January till the February, for 3 weeks, till the 15th of February. This year, every year we have a different focus of the program, always within the management of biosphere reserves and other designated areas. This year we focused on the integrated management of natural and cultural heritage in biosphere reserves and other designated areas, recognizing that the landscape, the natural environment, the biosphere, all the important characteristics, physical characteristics of a biosphere reserve are elements formulating, shaping also the societies of the region and their tangible and intangible heritage. So it is very important component of all biosphere reserves, and we wanted actually to raise the awareness of managers and all those who are active in these biosphere reserves on this dual actually character of these areas and the best way we can capitalize on these aspects. This phase has 3 weeks, runs in 3 weeks, and we have synchronous and asynchronous elements. The asynchronous covers a number of knowledge products, videos, and other inputs, very important, selected from a large variety of material. And the synchronous is every Friday will have a meeting of all participants with the experts in order to share, to have an interactive session, share ideas, answering questions, and whatever else is needed from the attendance of the lectures of this period. In fact, the decision to have these two elements together is based on a number of opportunities raised during the last year. First of all, in the Mediterranean in particular, we had a very difficult year with armed conflicts in the eastern part, many victims, and at the same time many calamities from linked with climate change. We had disasters, droughts followed by floods, large-scale forest fires, destruction of biosphere in many parts due to that, and also damages in cultural heritage. At the same time, we observe less opportunities of people to know, meet, enjoy the natural and cultural heritage in their regions, and the need of the society to find inspiration, strength, and opportunities by connecting and reconnecting to their sources, to the eternal elements that help humanity to overcome difficulties. So this inspiration comes from this combination of the natural and cultural heritage, particularly in areas where you can find still thriving heritage. And these areas are the biosphere reserves and other places. Many of these places are under different designations of UNESCO. In Crete, we were very lucky to have during 2025 designation of very important archaeological sites and the overall Minoan civilization places in the catalogue of the World Heritage of UNESCO, and even some of the monuments included in Asterousia go back to this era, which starts, let's say, the main period is 3000 to 1500 BC. So we are talking about civilization of more than 4,000 to 6,000 years ago. So it is very important to keep that in mind when you design things for the management of an area. And at the same time, we see that also in the new strategy we adopted in AHU during the meeting of the MAB meeting of the International ICC of MAB, the Coordinating Council. We accepted this new strategy where actually this connection is made even stronger, connection between natural and cultural heritage. Also, I would like to mention that we see throughout the world and in many biosphere reserves an emphasis on intangible heritage like production of high quality local products, or the cuisine of the gastronomy of the region, not only as an element of the character, but also as an opportunity to raise funds and somehow also benefit the inhabitants of the area and the local businesses, including green tourism, cultural tourism, ecotourism, different types of tourism to support and keep the people in sometimes remote areas within or near biosphere reserves. So the first week we give the basics, we give all the framework of management and international provisions like the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, like the philosophy of the MAB program, the Man and the Biosphere program. I would like to remind you that this program was a pioneer one, starting already in 1971. But after the adoption of the, after Rio 1992, and the adoption of the Sustainable Development as a guiding principle for the UN and all countries, biosphere reserves became even more appreciated as areas within which sustainable development can be showcased. So we will give the link with the first phase in the first week. We'll also explain the more regional, some of the more regional frameworks, the Mediterranean frameworks in particular. In the second week, we focus actually on cultural heritage, the links in biosphere reserves, with both tangible and intangible heritage, World Heritage context, with case studies, and also we invite participants to come with their own experiences, which can be also briefly presented during the interactive session on this combination. In the third week, we'll focus mostly on communication, how we communicate that to the society within, in the neighborhood, but also the society through the visitors and the media, including mass media, social media, all what can raise the awareness and the visibility of the site. Also, how we can involve more youth, local and visitors, how we can link this with, we'll provide case studies about the citizen science, participatory science, as a means of this kind of communication, and education, of course. Education is particularly education for sustainable development, with emphasis to all aspects, cultural heritage, but also the challenges in these areas, either global, like through climate change, or through unsustainable development, let me put it like that, or even abandonment of the areas, so lack of management altogether. So this is the structure. It remains flexible in the sense that we will encourage interaction during the study you are making. So you send impressions, requests, and other things to the Secretariat, and we examine and reply and discuss together in the 3 meetings you have meeting the experts. This is what I wanted to provide as an overall introduction. It is I'm very glad to have you. As you know, on the successful conclusion of that, we provide you with a certificate co-signed by UNESCO and the University of Athens, the UNESCO chair of the University of Athens, and we will try our best to give you something useful in a pleasant way, and to enhance actually an already existing community of practice based on the previous universities, and continue this excellent tradition. Welcome again, and thank you very much for your interest, and looking forward to our further contacts.